Again, what does that mean? Elapsed. Elapsed, what does that mean? We talked about it yesterday. Yes, this is your title. Finally, past. I actually wrote the wrong version of past yesterday, so we're going to write the right version. I wrote past like it happened yesterday. I meant to write past like time has passed. They do sound the same, but they do have different meanings. Let's write the correct version of past. It is a homophone. Yep, has the same sound, but slightly different meaning.
And spelling.
And spelling. Yep. Yes. In the bathroom. We've been talking about how a clock is a number line. Can someone explain to me how a clock is like a number line? If you aren't sure, look back at what we wrote yesterday and the day before. How is a clock like a number line? Shelby? Okay, so we're jumping time. We can move forward like time. Sean, how is a clock like a number line?
So if you if you write a number line, and you number it 1 through 12, it will, you're skip counting. Each of the big numbers, you're skip counting every 5 minutes. So it's kind of like on a number line where you're skip counting to like, if you have like a number line by 8s, it's like, you're going 1 8, 2 8s, 3 8s,
Yeah.
and then 5 times 12 is 60, and 60 minutes make an hour.
What makes the clock version of a number line different than number lines we're used to seeing? Why does that one look different? You're right, a clock is like a number line, but that one doesn't look like a number line that I'm used to seeing. What's different about it? Slide it into your body, turn around please. Devin?
I think because we don't really see like hands on the number line.
Okay.
And mostly we don't see it in like a circle.
Yeah, the number lines we're used to seeing are not in a circle.
They're just straight lines.
That's what makes clock number lines very tricky sometimes, is because it goes in a circle. It is a number line. Yeah, a number line that never ends. Just keeps spinning around and around.
Yeah.
So yesterday, when we were looking at elapsed time, we were using the clock as a circle number line to get us to figure out how much time has elapsed. This can be hard sometimes, so I'm going to show you another strategy that you can use. Instead of using a circle number line like the clock, you can just use a regular number line. Go ahead and draw a regular number line in your notebook. I like to use these 3 symbols to show a different amount of time. When I am drawing on my number line, let's say I'm going starting at 2 o'clock until some other amount of time.
3.
Well, let's do a farther amount of time, like let's say 7 o'clock at night. I might need to skip count by a large chunk of time, like an hour. An hour is a long chunk of time. I don't want to do 60 minutes. That would take a long time to write on my number. So I'm going to draw what I call a mountain. It looks like a triangle.
How far does it have to be?
Doesn't matter.
Which one's that taking?
Nothing. We're talking about endpoint because we're not really going to do this whole number line. So this shape right here, you can write it underneath. We're kind of going to create a key. This is what is called a mountain on my number line. A mountain is worth 1 hour, aka, what's another way to say 1 hour with a different unit? An equivalent way to say 1 hour with a different unit. Will? 60 minutes. An hour is a big jump of time, but sometimes activities don't take an hour. They might only take a couple of minutes. It doesn't make sense for me to use a mountain if I'm only talking about the time it takes me to do my homework, because it shouldn't take an hour. So that's where I move on to my next unit of time, which I call a hill. We're used to hills. These look like our normal jumps. They look like this.
Does that mean a couple minutes?
Yep. So we're going to talk about it. A hill has two options. A hill can represent 5 minutes, not 1, 10. These are our good skip counting numbers. So I might use a hill to show 5-minute jumps. I might use a hill to show 10-minute jumps. When you do a hill, it's important to either put in a 10, so you know it's a 10-minute hill, or to put in a 5, so that you know, hey, I skip counted by 10, or I skip counted by 5. Sometimes we need an even smaller unit to count by. We learned to count by really small units because we started counting by fractions. Those are small pieces.
Like ones.
Like ones, kind of, yeah. So that comes when we start talking about our rocks. Maybe we only need something to take 2 minutes. We wouldn't use an hour or our mountain, it's way too large. I wouldn't use a hill, it's still too big. A rock looks like this. It's tiny.
Oh, like our normal rocks.
Yep. So this is a rock. Its value is worth 1 minute. We used some rocks yesterday when we were working on our last time because we had some weird increments of time. We had some 3 minutes, some 4 minutes, 17 minutes. We needed some smaller units to get there. The 4th grade writing class begins at 12:15. The class spends 37 minutes writing. What time does the writing class end? You're writing an answer sentence. What is it that you are trying to solve for? If you're not sure how to write that answer sentence, look for the question.
67.
Raise your hand to tell me what is the answer sentence or some version of an answer sentence that will work. Kenley, go for it. Writing class ends at blank. You should have some version of that. We've got our number line ready. Did this tell me a start time or an end time? Raise your hand to tell me. Did this tell me a start time or an end time? 7? Yeah, it told me a start time because it tells me the class begins. That matters because that means I need to put 12:15 at the start of my number line, not at the end. So we're going to put 12:15. Would I need a mountain for this problem?
No. Nope.
Am I going a distance of an hour?
No.
No, mountains would not make sense. What would make sense to do a jump? Michael?
A hill of 10.
A hill of 10. All right, let's do a hill of 10. I'm going to put in 10 so that I know. Michael, what time is it going to be after that hill of 10? 12:25. It is important after each jump that we put the new time. Okay, we've gone 10 minutes.
We need to do it.
Now what do I need to do? What's my next plan of action, Harper?
Another hill of 10.
Another hill of 10. What time am I at now? Shelby? 12:35. Now what? Michael?
2 blocks.
Not yet. I mean, I could, but I don't know if I would do that yet, just because I want to do my big units of time first. So far, we've only gone 10. We've only gone 20 minutes.
Wait, do we have to go 37?
We have to go 37 minutes, yep.
Oh, so then another 10.
Yeah. So again, Michael's not wrong. You could do 2 rocks. That is allowed. I just like to do my big units of time first and then work to my smaller units of time. Michael, what time is it now?
12:45.
12:45. We've gone a distance of 30. Gwen, what's up next?
A hill of 5.
A hill of 5 would make sense.
Wait.
Now I've gone 10, 20, 30, 35. Gwen, what time is it now?
12:50.
12:50. What's left? Mason? 2 rocks. I don't do separate times after my rocks because they're too small. I'm going to put my time up here because I have a little more space. Mason, what time is that end time?
Like 2 spots or 1 got 2.
12:52. Very good.
We almost did.
What time does writing class end? That is our sentence. Victor?
12:52.
12:52. Fill in your answer sentence. 12:52. This is the same thing, same strategy we did yesterday, but instead of following the clock around the number line, we just did a straight number line. Let's practice another one. Ready? Sam's birthday party started at 1:40 and ended at 2:15. Super short party.
Yeah.
During the party, he ate cake and played games. Sam ate cake for 15 minutes. How long did he spend playing games?
500.
What is my answer sentence? Think about what I'm going to be counting.
His birthday.
Yeah. Will, what do you think I'm going to be counting?
What do you got?
What am I going to be trying to do on this problem? Do you have an answer sentence in mind?
He spent blank minutes playing games.
So blank minutes, so we're counting what?
Minutes?
The number of games he played?
No, minutes.
No, I'm counting minutes. I love that answer sentence. He spent blank, here's our unit, what we're counting, minutes playing games.
What? 42.
That's a really good wonder.
Some
like
3 hours.
He spent blank minutes playing games. Maybe this was just like a classroom version party because those are pretty short, not just like at the house party at birthdays usually. Like,
go to restaurant or something.
yeah, could be. All right, let's draw our number line. Do I have a start time? Raise your hand to tell me. Do I have a start time?
Yes.
Brayden. 1:40 is my start time. It tells me that right in the problem. So I'm going to write 1:40 at the beginning. Do I have an end time?
No.
Yes. Do I have an end time? Jacob, do I have an end time? Yeah. Can you tell me what it is? 2:15 is our end time. So for this problem, we do have a start time and an end time. What would I do next? What would I do next? Devin, what do you think?
Maybe you can jump like an hour.
Okay, why would I jump an hour? What happened for an hour?
You want to get to 2:15.
Very good. So Devin was thinking maybe an hour because she noticed, hey, we started at 1 something and we ended at 2 something. But then she said, oh, you know what? If I start at 1:40 and I jump a whole hour, it's going to be 2:40.
30 minutes.
And that's definitely way past my end time. So it's not
So
going to be an hour.
So maybe it's
What would I do? What would I do? Parker, what do you think I'm going to do? A jump of 10? How far am I trying to go? What is it that I'm jumping? Like, what does that even mean?
you're jumping 10 minutes.
For why?
Because you're trying to figure out how long you play games, and we need to jump to 10 because it's part of the 10 minutes is part of how long you play.
Yes! Brady Gwen, no thank you. We know that he is playing games. Thumbs up. We also know he's eating cake. We need to figure out how long he ate cake for, so then we can figure out how long he is playing games. We're going to do a jump of 10.
No, he's not. I think he's playing games for like 15 minutes.
That might be a good estimate. Harper, what is our new time? 1:50. What am I going to do next? Layden?
I have a question and I have to answer.
Okay, give me the answer first.
10.
Not going to do a jump of 10.
Wait, 5.
Because I am trying to figure out how long he ate cake for first. So a jump of 5. Here's my 15 minutes eating cake. This is my cake time. What's my new time, Layden?
1:55.
1:55.
And my question is, why would you do the thing, do the cake spin when you could just round up to 2 o'clock and split it in half and still have 5 and also have it round up to 2 o'clock?
What? I'm not sure I understand your thought right now.
But if you do the 10 minutes, you could clearly just split it, because if you have another 5, you're rounding it up to 2 o'clock, and also you'll still have the 15 minutes for the spin eating cake.
Okay. So now I need to go from this time to this time to figure out how much time was spent playing games, because we've already figured out this was cake time. I now need to figure out game time. I'm at 1:55. That's 5 minutes to the next hour, which makes it easier for me to count. So I'm going to do a 5-minute hill, which will get me to 2 o'clock. And that makes it a lot easier for me to keep counting with my hills and rocks. Now that I'm at 2 o'clock, what can I do next? Well,
Maybe do a hill of 5.
hill of 5. What's my new time, Will? 2:05. Okay. Now what? Michael?
A hill of 10.
A hill of 10. Weird looking hill. And that gets us to?
Yep.
2:15. Now, is my answer 2:15?
No. Yes.
It's 20.
He spent 15 minutes playing games.
20.
I need to add up my game time 5 plus 5 plus 10, which gets us to 20 minutes.
Because we know that 5 plus 5 is 10, so then we have both.
All right, last one. Last one.
Oh, Mrs. Miller.
Miss Miller runs every day. She warms up for 10 minutes, runs for 65 minutes, and cools down for 5 minutes. If she starts her run at 5:10, what time will she finish her run? What's going to be your answer sentence? What's going to be the answer sentence? Ashley, you got an answer sentence? Miss Miller will finish her run at blank.
Miss Miller. That's not the page.
Sure.
Come
on now. Yep. Shelby, while you're up, will you close my door? Miss Miller will finish her run at blank.
We're at number 1.
Yep. Still using the same strategy.
Is this lesson all about number lines?
Yep, we're just using a straight number line as opposed to a circle number line to do time.
So you're saying if that, cut it on the top and then change
And then flatten it. Yep. Same thing. All right, now I like to start with my largest unit. We already know that that is a mountain. Am I able to do a mountain in this problem?
Yes.
Yes.
How big is a mountain? Raise your hand to tell me. What is a mountain worth, Henley? An hour or 60 minutes. Wait, I didn't put a start or an end time. Do I have a start or an end time?
Yeah.
You have
Yes,
end time.
that's the start time.
I have a start time. I don't have an end time.
Put a picture and I'm
I'm going to start with a mountain, which is worth an hour. Or I could put 60 min, that would work. What is my new time? Make sense? 6:10, very good. I'm going to finish up how long I ran first. I've done 60 minutes, but I ran for 65 minutes. So what do I need to do now? Devin? A hill of 5. What's my new time?
6:15.
6:15. That one. That one. Not done. John?
So goes down to
Devin's up to you.
do I hold 10?
Okay, I hill a 10 for what?
What was the question again?
What do I do next?
So there's a hill of 5. Should do a.
Okay, what should I do next? Victor?
A hill of 15.
Okay, we don't have hills of 15. We have hills of 10 or 5.
No.
Okay, for what? What is that hill of 5 going to mean? What does it mean in my problem?
No, we can't.
It's not going to be of me running because we've done 65 minutes of me running. It's right here, 60 and 5. But I have some other stuff happening.
You can cool down for 5 minutes?
Yeah, so I could do my 5-minute cool down. Here's another 5 minutes. What's going to be my new time, Victor?
6:20.
6:20, very good. So far I've done my running time, I've done my cool down time. I'm missing one more, Finley. Yeah, my pill of 10 minutes for warm-up time. What's it going to be, Finley? 6:30. Is there anything else I need?
No. So the she only.
Miss Miller will finish her run at 6:30.